I have lived in Michigan my entire life. I grew up in the Metro Detroit area, went to high school in Saginaw, and now attend a small
It's
college
amazing
in
how the deer just roam freely here. But lately, there's this feeling like something else is also living among us.
1,000 students, sitting smack dab in the middle of nowhere. The closest major city is about a 45-minute drive away, and getting to campus means passing endless farm fields and small towns that don't offer much more than a Dollar General and a blinking yellow light. I don't mind this change of pace, though. I have lived in the suburbs and city my whole life, so it has been fun for me to live in a rural area. The town is quiet and the campus is beautiful in many ways, especially in the winter when the snow is falling. Because of where the college is located, wildlife regularly wanders through campus. Deer are the most common larger animal that comes through, and they have become so used to the students that you can walk within a few feet of them without them even lifting their heads. Most of the area's wildlife is harmless. Most of it, but not all. The first time I saw the creature, I was walking back to my dorm from the library late into the night. It was after 1 in the morning and the library had just closed. The snow was falling lightly, just enough to blur the edges of everything. My dormitory was located on the very edge of campus, about a 10-minute walk from the library. Beyond it were open fields, a patch of forest, and a small park owned by the college far off in the distance. As I walked along the sidewalk, beginning to wish I had brought a heavier jacket, I glanced down the road toward my dorm. At first I saw nothing out of the ordinary, only the snow-covered fields and the dull glow of a distant streetlight. But when I looked again, something was stepping out of the trees under that streetlight. At first I thought it was a dog, maybe a stray or a farm dog that had gotten loose. But as it stepped fully into the light, I realized something was very wrong. It was enormous, larger than any dog I had ever seen. And the way it moved wasn't right. It crawled on all fours, but not like a normal animal. Whatever it was didn't have regular front paws. Instead, it had oversized, heavily furred, human-like hands. That was enough. I sprinted toward my dorm, slipping on the frozen ground, but managing to reach the door in record time. I never heard anything chasing me, and I never looked back. As far as I know, the creature never even noticed me, but I wasn't about to wait around and find out. For a while after this event, I tried explaining away what I had seen. I told myself it must have been exhaustion from studying, or that the snow and darkness had distorted my vision. Maybe it was just an unusually large dog, but no explanation fully settled my mind.
Deep down, I knew what I had seen could not be normal.
Eventually, classes and exams pushed the memory aside. Midterms turned into finals, and before I knew it, the semester was over. The next time I saw the creature was during the first semester of my sophomore year. Classes were getting difficult, and I was studying in my dorm room on the 3rd floor. From my window, I could see the wide field behind the building. One night, I noticed a group of deer packed tightly together at the far end of the field. Suddenly, something shot across the field at an unnatural speed. I knew instantly what it was. The creature launched itself at one of the deer, giving it almost no time to react. It slammed into the animal, tearing into its side with powerful jaws, as if the deer weighed nothing at all. The creature lifted it and carried it off into the trees. I sat at my desk long after it disappeared, frozen with fear. After that, I avoided the edges of campus as much as possible, especially at night. I even considered switching dorms, but I didn't want to leave my friends or my room. A month later, I had my 3rd and final encounter. I was driving home for the weekend and the sun had already set. On the road leading away from campus, I noticed something lying in the lane. It was a deer, but it hadn't been hit by a car. Deep gouges had torn through its body, as if massive fangs had ripped the flesh apart. As I passed it, I checked my rearview mirror. Standing beside the mutilated deer was the creature. This time, I saw it clearly. It stood nearly 8 feet tall, covered in black and gray fur, with a heavily muscled body. Long fangs filled its mouth, dripping with blood. And it wasn't on all fours, it was standing upright, just watching me. I sped away as fast as I could. I don't know why it didn't chase me. It easily could have. Instead, it just stood there, staring. I never saw it again. Whatever that thing was, it never seemed interested in me, and for that, I'm grateful. Still, knowing something like that exists near where I live keeps me awake at night. Whether it left the area or is still roaming the fields around my college, I don't know. But I won't be upset if I never see it again.